Well, Brothers Cairns Cup Day, Sunday the 14th, and it was a day of two trainers. John Manselman kicked off the program with the first four winners in a great training effort, and Trevor Rowe had three winners after that, including the big one, the Cairns Cup. Let's have a look at the 8 races on the program today.
So Mashani El Lobo goes in and joins Jacaranda King in the gates. And also Dragon Rocket has gone in. Our boy Byron about to join them. Still to come up, Cathedral City, Rouge Lass and Candle Lantern. And Cathedral City coming forward. We've got the last event on the program put back 5 minutes, so it was time to go at 4:46. The Cup, it is now going at 4:51. So Cathedral City goes in, and we're only waiting now on Rouge Lass and Candle Lantern. And that will have the field ready to go for the first for Picconi's Super IGA, Acutus 3-year-old handicap, and John Manselman has got all bar one runner engaged in this. Our boy Byron is the only runner that's not in the Manselman camp, and that's trained by Fred Wheeland. So Rouge Lass to join them. Candle Lantern's gone in and they're all set. Ready for the first. 12:50 the journey, and they're off. Jacaranda King began better today, but going quickly here is the top weight, Mashani El Lobo, and the hot favourite rolls over to the lead. Our boy Byron is going to go up and join him in the lead, but it'll be about a length away at the moment. They were followed then by Jacaranda King. Cathedral City Rouge Lass is a little wide there, and they were followed then by Dragon Rocket, and Candle Lantern is last of all. Into the back they go. They work up to the 800 metre mark, and over the crossing they go, and it's Mashani El Lobo held together, led by about a 3/4 of a length, getting a little closer. Our boy Byron, they're a couple of lengths then to Cathedral City, who gets up on the inside of Rouge Lass. They were followed by Dragon Rocket. Jacaranda King's losing ground already, and last of all is Candle Lantern coming to the home corner, and it's Mashani El Lobo still held together. And Nathan Day hasn't moved as they come around the bend. Our boy Byron trying to stick with it on the outside, and they were followed then by Cathedral City on the inside. Rouge Lass is in the centre, and then came Dragon Rocket, but the favourite looks home here with about 100 to go. He's getting stuck into it a little, but it's home at the moment. And Mashani El Lobo, punters open up on the first. Pretty comfortable winner here. Won by 4.5. Second, our boy Byron. Third, Dragon Rocket. They were followed by Cathedral City Rouge Lass. A gap in the field to Jacaranda King, and the last one over the line, Candle Lantern. But an easy win to the favourite in the first, Mashani El Lobo. Nathan Day taking the prize, $1.50 for the win and $1.50 for the place. Our boy Byron, $1.50, and there'll be no third for Dragon Rocket. 1, 2. And 6 will be across the line in the first here. Our Mashani El Lobo for Nathan Day. John Manselman considered the good thing of the day, and duly saluted in good form, in good style. 3-year-old gelding by commands from my Cara Mia for Mashani Enterprises, managed by D. Crooks, and ridden by Nathan Day. And a soft win here in the first, as expected. No surprises to see. Number 1, Mashani El Lobo. Second will go to our boy Byron, which was 1, 2, 6, 5 and 8. So the numbers 1, 2, 6, 5 and 8. The margins 4 3/4 by 5.5, and the time will be posted in a moment. 1, 2, 6, 5. 1, 2, 6, 5 here at Cairns. Mashani El Lobo first. Our boy Byron for David Sparks second. Third is number 6, which was Dragon Rocket for Chelsea Jockick. for John Manselman, a 3-year-old gelding by Hidden Dragon from Lady Bushranger. John Manselman races and trains Dragon Rocket, and Chelsea Jockick was the rider, and officially fourth was the 5 Cathedral City for Sonia Wiseman, a 3-year-old chestnut filly trained by John Manselman by publishing from Rosa Bounce, and the Nolans, D. Nolan, B. Nolan and B.M. Nolan, and Mrs. D.M. Nolan raced Cathedral City, and it was ridden by Sonia Wiseman. 1-2-6-5, the numbers in the first at Cairns. 4 3/4 by 5.5. 1:13.33 is the time. 1:13.33 on 1, 2, 6 and 5. We'll have correct weight or otherwise shortly after the first here at Cairns. And Mashani, El Lobo and Nathan Day victorious in the first. Valley Rose about to come forward. Fast Car is the favourite. Valley Rose is second favourite. Fast Car is about $4, $4.40 for Valley Rose, and a bit of money, $4.20 for Casino Thoughts. So Mashani Stealth has been joined by Valley Rose, Man Around Town about to go in. Man Around Town coming up. For race 2 today, CSF Industries. So Man Around Town, Augusta's joined Man Around Town. Now, the one they're working on is Sunset in New York. So, rider of Sunset in New York in the gates, but the horse isn't. And attendants working on the riderless Sunset in New York at the moment. And they've got it in. Jockey Graham Cleese gets aboard. Broadcast. 103. No worries. Elite Echelon now joins Sunset in New York in the gates. Fast Car coming in, and we've only got Casino Thoughts to join them, and we'll have them set to go. Casino Thoughts joins them now, and we're all set to go. 12.50 the journey, race 2 Cairns, and they're off. Mashani Stealth began well on the inside. Valley Rose away fast, and the lead Echelon and Sunset New York are coming across to be placed 4th and 5th at the moment as Fast Car goes up a little wide. And they were followed next by Casino Thoughts and a couple away to August, and Man Around Town has drifted to the rear of the field. They work onto the side of the track here, 900 to go. Mashani Stealth has been joined out wide by Elite Echelon, who goes up to narrowly hit the front here. Mashani Stealth down on the inside. Valley Rose running third behind them. They were followed by Sunset in New York on the fence, and on its outside, Fast Car. Man Around Town is off on a forward move, and they were followed by August and Casino Thoughts last of all. A bunching field coming to the 440. Mashani Stealth in front, and Valley Rose is now out and chasing. They were followed by Elite Echelon, giving ground on the outside. Getting up underneath them is Sunset in New York. Fast Car is tracking into it nicely, and also Casino Thought starting to get a split. Mashani Stealth halfway down the straight, got a little kick. It's a couple in front. Sunset in New York. Fast Car trying hard to pick it up, but it's still at the moment Mashani Stealth. Fast Car coming. Mashani Stealth. Fast Car. Sunset in New York. Fast Car the outside. They hit it. Oh, tight photo. Photo maybe the inside. Mashani Stealth might have held on, but it's a photo. Out wide, Fast Car has made it close. In fact, the outside, you've got to give a bit here. In the middle was Sunset in New York, not far away. Then came Casino Thoughts, Valley Rose. August was next, and they were followed by Elite Echelon, which was also one of the last in. A very tight photo here. The outside is flying home. Let's have a look at the photo here. Whoa, that is close. And they hit the line pretty locked together there. So we'll leave this for the camera. And Mashani Stealth has held on. Mashani Stealth, number 4, Chelsea Jockick. And John Manselman, an early double here. Number 4, Mashani Stealth has just beaten the fast finishing Fast Car. And Sunset in New York in the middle will get third. It'll be 4, 9, 6, and 2. 4, 9, 6, 2 are the numbers. Mashani Stealth, Chelsea Jockick, 11.90 and 2.40. So Johnny Manselman, he could be in for a big day here. He's got the first 2 winners. Mashani Stealth, number 4. A 7-year-old gelding by Oratorio from In the Money. Mashani Enterprises, managed by D. Crooks. Oratorio In the Money. Chelsea Jockick, John Manselman. Number 4, Mashani Stealth. First, number 9, Fast Car. A 6-year-old gelding by Sebring from Mammoth. Raced by T. Headley, Janine Cook, B. J. McDonald, J. McDonald, N.A. McDonald and R. Shoemaker. Trained by Roy Chillem at Atherton, ridden by Wanderson de Villa. And number 6, Sunset in New York. A 5-year-old brown mare by Statue of Liberty from Super Rock. Raced by R.I. Roy, trained by Ralph Baker at Gordonvale and ridden by Graham Cleese. 496, number 2 is officially 4th, and that's Casino Thoughts, and Valley Rose was 5th. 4, 9, 6, 2. A nose by a half a neck. Golly, it was a close finish. Nose by a half a neck. 112.63. 6.9. 112.69. Thank you. 112.69 the time. 4.962. 4.962. A nose, a half a neck. 112.69. Good finish. And John Manselman has an early double on Cup Day. He won the first with Mashani Lobo pretty comfortably, and he scraped home in race 2. And Chelsea Jockick has continued her form from yesterday, a double, and she's with another one. And there's Jade Doolan on the big screen. Pretty happy. Get on your Jade. Thumbs up. We'll have more details when they come to hand on the CSF Industries Class 6 plate. And the numbers were 4, 9, 6 and 2. $112.69. Casino Escapee behind the line, about to join them. Next Dragon also on the move there behind the line. And Canis. Now Willie Fly moves in. Blazing Alley. She's about to go up. Starting to load here. Race 3 at Cairns. Fortune Mascot moves in. Nick's Dragon will be the last. All in, set to go. 1500 the journey. Race number 3 here at Cairns for traffic services. And they're set to go. They're off. And Kisser jumped beautifully down on the inside. Nick's Dragon away well. Casino Escapee. And wider on the track is Fortune Mascot. They were followed then by Zvar Varson going around the outside of Canis. Restart My Heart is making ground up along the inside. Aviator Girl is on its inside, and they were followed then out wider on the track going forward Blazing Alley. And Willie Fly, the little grey, is at the rear of the field. 1,000 metres to go. Fortune Mascot assumed control and led by 3/4 of a length. In second placing Nick's Dragons. Var Varson is getting up to third, and they were followed on the fence. Kisser getting a lovely run. They were followed back behind them by Casino Escapee. Restart My Heart's going for an inside run around them. Blazing Alley starts to make a ground around the outside. Goes Canis. They were followed by Aviator Girl. She's got shuffled back to second last, and Willie Fly is last of all. And the leader coming toward the corner. Fortune Mascot is held together. Nick's Dragon's trying to be pumped up to try and keep in touch as they come to the bend. Fortune Mascot straightens up about a length and a half to 2 to the good of Nick's Dragon. Kisser is going for the inside run and ready to issue the challenge, and they were followed by Restart My Heart. Nick's Dragon not done with. Fortune Mascot tackle on all angles. It's just in front. Kisser's trying to get up on the inside and trying to come down the outside. Nick's Dragon. Restart My Heart. It's got another win though. Fortune Mascot. 2 for Chelsea Jockey and 3 for John Manselman. It wins. Second will be Nick's Dragon, third Kisser, and then Restart My Heart. They were followed by Aviator Girl. Back behind them are Canis, Casino Escapee. Then Willie Fly beat a couple home, and they were Blazing Alley and Zvar Varson. Well, Fortune Mascot, they tackle it from every angle halfway down the straight, and Chelsea Jockey has lifted it over the line. Nick's Dragon just wouldn't go away, and Kisser was really trying valiantly on the inside, but Fortune Mascot just kept kicking. That's 2 for Chelsea Jockey, 3 for John Manselman. Number 6, Fortune Mascot, ridden by Chelsea Jockey, 6, 10 and 2. Six, 10, 2, 4, 7. 6, 10, 2 and 4 is fourth. Restart My Heart. Aviator Girl is fifth. Number 6, Fortune Mascot for Chelsea Jockey. John Manselman, what a day he started Cairns Cup Day with. 5-year-old grey gelding by Murta Jill from Curtains. Raced by John Manselman, trained by John Manselman, and ridden by Chelsea Jockey. And Chelsea has also had a double. An early double. A double yesterday for Chelsea Jockey, and she's already notched 2 up today. And Johnny Manselman's won the first 3 races. 6, 10, 2, 4. 7 is fifth. 3/4 of a length by a half a length. Well, halfway down the straight, she was challenged on all angles, Chelsea Jockey. She's lifted Fortune Mascot and had found another gear and raced away from them to win well by 3/4 of a length. 6, 10, 2, 4 at Cairns. 6, 10, 2, 4. Nick's Dragon was valiant. It wouldn't lie down. He kept kicking. 4-year-old gelding by Hidden Dragon from Nick's sister, raced by A. Bailey R. Green, Mrs. C.A. Green, Mrs. J.A. Yanna Bailey, J. Thurlow, J. Down, D. Church, Espel are Hind, A. Bailey, N. Arnott and A. Ward, Miss A. Ward. Trained by Bones Bailey and ridden by Shoei Kaya. In third is number 2, Kisser, for Sonia Wiseman. She snuck up on the fence. She did that at Oak Park one day, got up on the inside and won. And Trevor Rowe trained, ran another great race of 5-year-old gelding by Red Element from Bakissa. Kevin Capra, Paul Campbell, Jeff Aloofson and John Piccone. Trained by Trevor Rowe and ridden by Sonia Wiseman. 6:10.2, 3/4 by a half. 1:28.52, is that the correct time? 1:28.52 was the time. 6:10.24, we'll have further details when they come to hand on race 3 at Cairns. Eldrin has been joined now by Hilarious Honour. So Eldrin, Hilarious Honour, and now Road Chalor moves up into line. So Hilarious Honour go around favourite here. Probably around about 260. So it's expected to run well here. Hilarious Honour. Road Chalor goes in. Now changing notes, moves up. Top weight Forest Way moves in. Carolina's Way goes in alongside of it. Rochalaw's locked away. Hilarious Honour, Eldrin and Stanford all are in. Idle Situation and Ahoy Wedge will be the last couple to move up. This is the Nautilus Aviation. It's a benchmark 65. The mile start here, 1,600 metres, they're all locked away. Hoy Wedge joins them and they're set to go. Race 4 at Cairns. And the light is on and they're ready to go. And they're off. And changing notes began brilliantly from the centre of the pack and is going to try and come across here. Hilarious Honour wants to kick up and so too does Roche Law. So it's been patted a little wide, changing notes into that first turn as Hilarious Honour took it up. Going to second is Roche Law and changing notes a little bit deep at the moment. They were followed by Forest Way on the outside of Carolina's Way. Sunbury is right up there too, and then a gap in the field to Stanford. Back behind them then came Hoy Wedge. Getting back out of it was Eldrin's second last, and Idle Situation has dropped out to the rear of the field last of all. So Hilarious Honour is going to lead them, and moving up around them, Stanford makes a move early in the picture and goes up now to challenge for the lead. Hilarious Honour is down on the inside and running third, changing notes, then Rochalor. They were followed by Forest Way. Carolina's Way is down on the inside and Sunbury was next, and then Hoy Wedge, Eldrin and Idle Situation is last of all. At the 600 metre mark, and Stanford took it up now. Led about 3/4 to Hilarious Honour down on the fence, and they were followed then by third, changing notes. Rochalaw's being ridden along now at the moment. Forest Way beginning a run, then Carolina's Way, back behind them Sunbury. To the outside goes Hoy Wedge, and right to the extreme outside coming is Idle Situation, and Eldrin is trying to find a run on the fence. Halfway down the straight, and Hilarious Honour kicked up on the inside again to take the lead from Stanford. Forest Way is chiming in down the outside. It's Hilarious Honour in front, and Sunbury starting to burst through the middle with Forest Way. Forest Way, Sunbury, they hit it. More, maybe Sunbury, I don't know, it's tight. Sunbury, Forest Way, and Idle Situation flew to get third. Hilarious Honour was fourth. They were followed by Carolina's Way, then Stanford, changing notes, Hoy Wedge, Eldrin, and Rochalor the last one, and this is tight. Sunbury and Forest Way on the outside. Looking at the photo here, maybe Sunbury. Now, this went around yesterday. So it's another Manselman and Day victory if it gets it. Sunbury. 6 has got it. Sunbury, Manselman and Day. Johnny Manselman, he's in danger of training the card. Number 6, Sunbury, Nathan Day. It's 2 for Nathan. He won early in the day for John Manselman. And a terrific finish. And it's held off Forest Way, which was Chelsea Jockey. She was going for treble, but she's missed out. 6, 1, 6, 1, 8, 3, and 2. 6, 1, 8, which was Idle Situation, and that's rattled home. It was last and wide on the home corner, so that's been a big run. That's one for the Black Book. And fourth will be number 3, Hilarious Honour. It was headed in the straight, then kicked back to take the lead from Stanford again. And changing notes has finished 5th. So it's 6, 1, 8, 3 and 2. It's a short half head by a short neck. A short half head by a short neck. And 6, Sunbury, Nathan Day. He's just got there. 1, Forest Way, Chelsea Jockey 2nd. 8, Idle Situation, Chris Whiteley 3rd. And 4th was number 3, Hilarious Honour. A short half head, a short neck, 135.78 on race number 4. So Johnny Manzelman has trained the first 4 winners of the day. And the riders, Nathan Day has a double and Chelsea Jockey has a double. And they dominate the day so far after race 4 in Cairns Brothers Cup Day. John Manzelman is on fire. He can't train the cars. He hasn't got one in the next couple, I don't think. But what a day out for Johnny Manzelman. The first 4 winners, and he's got them all. 6, 1, 8, 3. Short half head by a short neck. And we will await the all clear otherwise to come to hand on race 4. Riley Saga's gone in. Bomber Miss joins them. And the light's on. So they're ready to go here. And they're off. Riley Saga out wide, Jumbo Rumbo and Island Tang in the middle going quickly. And darting up is Carabo on the inside. So it's Carabo and Island Tang, then third to Jumbo Rumbo at the moment. Bomber Misses up there and 5 Stars on the paint, getting a lovely run up behind them. Riley Saga is about midfield and they were followed by Rosie's Command. Back there, Ultra Red and Give Me Time is last of all. It's Kirabo in front, coming to the home corner. Island Tang on the outside. Jumbo Rumbo 3 wide. In the middle, waiting a run. There comes Bomber Miss. 5 Stars is down on the fence, trying to get out after this leader who slipped away. And at the moment, it's Kirabo the toppy. About a length and a half in front. Island Tang trying hard. Down the outside, Rosie's Command and also Riley Saga all coming. At the moment, it's Rosie's Command out wide on the track, grabbing the lead and got up. Rosie's Command beat Riley Saga, tight for the third place between Bomber Miss and Kirabo. Back behind them then Island Tang. Wider Ultra Red ran on. They were followed by 5 Stars. And then came Jumbo Rumbo and Give Me Time, the last one in. Rosie's Command right down the outside for Super Sonia. 6, 7, and it is a tight photo for third, but 6 will get it, the winner here. Rosie's Command, Sonia Wiseman. Riley Saga will be second to 7, so it's 6, 7 and a photo. 10.80 and 2.50 for Rosie's Command. 3.10 Riley Saga and a photo for third. Good finish. This has come right down the extreme outside like Lushan did yesterday. And Sonia has patiently ridden this and given it a whirlwind finish. 6, 7, 1, 3 and 11. 6, 7, 1 and 3 in Cairns. 6, 7, 1, 3. Rosie's Command, Riley Saga, Kirabo, Emily Cass third, or Kirabo, and Bomber Miss was fourth. 6, 7, 1, 3, the numbers at Cairns. 6, Rosie's Command for Trevor Rowe. The locals land a winner for Command's Dance Class. The 5-year-old bay mare, raced by Mrs. M. Capra, is trained by Trevor Rowe and ridden by Sonia Wiseman. Second is 7, Riley Saga for Bones Bailey, a 4-year-old mare by Real Saga from Huss on Fire for Bones Bailey, Mrs. C.A. Green at R.M. Green. Wanderson de Villa, the rider, Bones Bailey, the trainer. And third was Kirabo for Roy Chelemy. And Emily Cass, a 4-year-old brown gelding by Real Saga from Crevasse, raced by Tom Headley, Janine Cook, B. McDonald, J. McDonald, N.A. McDonald and Roy Shoemaker. And Roy Chelemy, the trainer, and Emily Cass, the rider. 6, 7, 1, 3 is officially fourth, Bomber Miss for Chelsea Jockick. Six, 7, 1, 3. Now the margins are neck by 3/4, a neck by 3/4, and the time 54.76. 54.76. That's time, Barry. 54.76. Neck by 3/4 of a length, a neck by 3/4, 54.76 was the time for the Canelands Estate of Redledge Class 3 Handicap. And Trevor Rowe, the local trainer, gets a winner here, and Super Sonia, the winning rider on Rosie's Command at $10.80. Second was number 7, Riley Saga, Wanderson de Villa, and Bones Bailey. And the third was 1, Kirabo for Roy Chelemy and Emily Cass. Number 11 finished fourth. Number 3 finished fourth, rather. That was Bomber Miss. Number 11 was fifth, and that was Ultra Red. 6, 7, 1, 3, and 11 was fifth. 6, 7, 1, 3, the first 4 across the line at Cairns. We'll have further details to come to hand on race number 5. It won't be long before the rest of these runners are called into line for the Panasales Benchmark 60 Handicap, 1,250 metres. Race 6 here at Cannon Park in Cairns, and then we've got the 2 feature events to follow to wrap up the 2 days of racing. The Babinda Electrics Cairns Newmarket Open Handicap, and the last race of the day at 9 minutes to 10 will be the Brothers Cairns Cup. It's an open handicap, and that'll be the final event of the day. We've had terrific weather. We've been blessed to get the weather we've had for the 2 days of racing here over the carnival. And Cannon Park certainly looked a kaleidoscope of colour with the fashions and all the horses and the colours. As Shot of Courage moves up, They're starting to load them now. Meteor Storm goes up. Exalted Warrior, Rich and Famous. Meteor Ross about to come up. So Meteor Ross moved in, Flying Iggy. And Perfect Tycoon and Rise to the Top, all moving around. Perfect Tycoon moves in, Rise to the Top. Moves into line. Here to Dash. Sonia won the previous. On Rosie's command, a local victory. Now Snellsford goes in. And then we've got Flying Iggy and Turn Up the Volume. Will be the last two to load. Top weight Meteor Storm is the favourite at 4.30. Been money for Rich and Famous at 5.90. And Flying Iggy's around about the $6 or $7 mark. Now Flying Iggy moved in alongside Turn Up the Volume, and the field is all set to go. $1,250 the journey before them, and the light is on. They're ready to go. Racing. Shot of Courage away okay. Meteor Storm wanted the lead, and we'll get it from Shot of Courage and Air of Heaven. Meteor Ross is coming across, and Snellsford all in a rush toward the leading division. Flying Iggy's up there too in that group, and just off them Rich and Famous, followed by Turn Up the Volume, Rise to the Top. And they were followed back behind them by Here to Dash. Exalted Warriors getting back toward. Second last is Perfect Tycoon, and tailed off is Shot of Courage. As they come along the side here, 650 to go. Snellsford up on the outside, Meteor Storm on the inside. Running third is Meteor Ross. They were followed by Air of Heaven, getting a good run fourth on the fence. Then Flying Iggy, followed back behind them by Rich and Famous. Turn Up the Volume was next. Here to Dash is off around them, and they were followed then on the inside, Rise to the Top. And Exalted Warrior is going wide on the corner, and they were followed by Perfect Tycoon, and Shot of Courage is tailed right off. It's a Meteor Storm in front halfway down the straight. Let a couple. Rise to the Top's out after it. On the inside is Rich and Famous. At the moment, though, it's a Meteor Storm now tackled by Rise to the Top, who went straight to the lead, and Rise to the Top. Rise to the Top beat Meteor Storm. Now we've got Here to Dash out wide, and down on the fence was Rich and Famous. So they'll be in the photo for third and fourth. Back behind them, Turn Up the Volume wasn't a bad run. Snellsford was there. They were followed by Here to Dash, Flying Iggy, and then Perfect Tycoon. Back behind them, Exalted Warrior, and also back there, Air of Heaven, Meteor Ross, and Shot of Courage. I don't know what happened to it, but it was tailed off for the entire journey. Rise to the Top, Wanderson de Villa has motored past Meteor Storm near the line. Meteor Storm looked all over a winner, and then all of a sudden, with a dirty great rush, came Rise to the Top and the Wizard, Wanderson de Villa. And tight for third, you've got Here to Dash, Rich and Famous. They were very wide apart. We'll have those numbers to hand very shortly on the Panasales benchmark 60. But Rise to the Top. So 4-1. Yeah, out wide on the track, it looks like Here to Dash will get third. But 4-1. 4-1-8. 4-1-8-13. And fifth was, just for the stewards, they want fifth. 5. 4-1-8-13 and 5. Turn Up the Volume got fifth. For the winner, Rise to the Top, Wanderson de Villa, Roy Chalemi, a 7-year-old gelding by Shaft from Roselta, is raced by Tom Headley, Don Scheffler, Art Donovan, John Smith and Melia Lasker. is trained by Roy Chilem in Atherton, ridden by Wanderson de Villa. Second is One Meteor Storm, gave a great sight. A 5-year-old gelding. Northern Meteor from Alahai is also raced by Tom Headley, Janine Cook, in partnership with BJ McDonald, J McDonald, J McDonald, N.A. McDonald and Roy Shoemaker. Trained by Roy Chalemi at Atherton. He's picked up the Quinella Roy. And number 8, Here to Dash. Sonia Wiseman storming home right down the extreme outside here under the bleachers. A 7-year-old gelding by De Heer from Crackle Dash for Joe Dodonna, Les Zackerson and A.V. Rudd. Trained by Fred Wheeler in Cairns and ridden by Sonia Wiseman, was third, and officially fourth is 13 Rich and Famous, which was Janelle Ryan and Robert Thompson. Official numbers 4, 1, 8 and 13. 4, 1, 8 and 13. Rise to the top, Wanderson de Villa first. Meteor Storm, Chelsea Jockick second. And Here to Dash, Sonia Wiseman third. 4, 1, 8, 13 after race 6, the Panasales Benchmark 60 handicap. And we will have correct weight or otherwise shortly. We've got the margins. It is half a length.
That's on. Jockeys are mounting up for one of our feature events this afternoon. This is the Babinda Electrics Cairns Newmarket. Just before we get to the form and try and tip you a winner with Hawko, we're joined by Billy Slater, who's still on his Racing Queensland roadshow, still over on the road and enjoying another great day in Cairns. It's been another wonderful weekend.
Yeah, it has certainly been another great day here. Yesterday, there was plenty of people out here and some great racing again today. So hopefully we can back a winner in these last two races.
Now, you have got a bit of an experience in A, riding horses and B, following horses. Like most of us, you're a punter. You don't mind having a bet on them. But a few people would know that you actually did ride at one stage.
Yeah, that's right, Tony. I grew up 100 kilometres down south in Innisfail and grew up on the racetrack down there. Worked as a stable hand when I was 12 years old. So a familiar area for me and obviously a familiar industry as well. So I enjoy coming back home and enjoy coming to the races.
Obviously, fortune took you towards playing football for a living. Was there ever a thought you might have gone on to be a jockey or something like that?
I was always probably going to be a little bit too big to be a jockey, but I had a bit of a stint down in Sydney working for Gay Waterhouse and also worked for Miles Plum in Brisbane as well. So I really enjoy the excitement of riding racehorses, but I was probably always going to be a little bit too big to be a jockey.
Well, thankfully for Queensland and for the Melbourne Storm fans, you went on to become a fairly handy footballer. You can kick a ball better than I can, put it that way.
Yeah, no, it's been a great career and I've really enjoyed it. Been very fortunate to play in some great sides. Hopefully it's not over just yet. I'm injured at the moment, but hopefully lace the boots up again next year.
Give us a tip in the cup. What do you like?
Look, it's a really hard race to pick a winner, but I'm going to go Ardabai. I think it's been running reasonably consistent, and hopefully that'll get home for me in the last.
All right, Ardabai, $5.50. Where's your racing roadshow off to next? Where's your next port of call?
Yeah, obviously we're leading into the finals, and I'm back training a fair bit at the moment. So my next opportunity to get out to the roadshow will be in the Innisfail Turf Club.
Excellent.
Back to my home ground, and obviously the Innisfail Annual is a big event, and hopefully have a great day out there at the Innisfail Cup.
Well, it'll be wonderful to get there and catch up with some family members, although I've been around with you a little bit here today. I'm amazed at how many people are related to you. The amount of people who are a cousin or know someone who's a cousin to you, it's amazing how many relatives you've got here at Cairns.
Officially or unofficially.
I'm not sure.
There's plenty of friends out there, so it's great. It's been a very warm welcome up here in Cairns.
It's been wonderful to have you here. Thanks, Billy.
Thank you.
Billy Slater with us, folks. Let's bring Hawko into the conversation. Come in this side, guy. Big guy. We've got the Newmarket coming up here. Let's have a look at the market. We've got Reva at 370, with Green Anchor at 480, Miata at 550, Mashani Warrior 650, and Blame Game $10.
Yeah, Miata's been a mover, hasn't it, the market? Quite a strong mover. I noticed that Bluey is tipping it. I was doing Green Anchor. I thought he was probably one of the better bets of the day. He came here last year in this sort of grade. He was a bit new to the open company, but his record track and distance is very, very good. He's had 3 for 3 placings, and this distance looks cherry ripe in there today, Tony. So I'm thinking he's probably the hardest to beat here. Tipping one Reva, just needs a little bit of luck here, Reva does. It's the one to beat, no doubt about that. I thought 7 Miata was a good chance too, paraded very nicely here. Looking at 2 Mashani Warrior, he's a blowout in the race, another one for the Manzelman camp. Won't be surprised to see him run well. Down the bottom, Tony, Luciano, now massive odds.
$41 to win, $10 to place.
Yeah, include it with your multiples. I think he's paraded nicely here. I think this is a sort of race he can probably place in, not saying he can win it. And of the rest, Blame Game paraded particularly well if you fancy it. But look, I'm going to have something on Green Anchor, save on probably Miata. They're the main 2 for mine.
All right, Steve's working on 4 ahead of 7. Good luck with your investments for the Babinda Electrics Cairns Newmarket. They're on the track.
Very open event, the Newmarket. So Mashani Warrior now being joined by Gundy Star, Little Red Monkey, Miata and Green Anchor. Blame Game looks as though it's going to be the next to come up into line here. Reva probably go favourite in a very open event here, the Newmarket. One of the feature events on the Cairns 2-day Cup Carnival. Babinda Electrics, Newmarket handicap, element of chance goes in. Blame Game's gone up. Reva, top weight and favourite. Graham Cleese in the saddle. About to go up. Just turned away. And then we'll only have one other. Luciano's gone in. We'll only have Newspaper. So Only got a couple to move up. Reaver and Newspaper. For the Newmarket handicap, Reaver goes in. Newspaper will be the last. The field is all set now for the Babinda Electrics Newmarket handicap. 1400. They're set and they're off. And Little Red Monkey began well. Miata goes up to be second on the inside. Mashani Warrior third at the moment. And outside of it goes Gundy Star, and out wider on the track is Element of Chance. Green Anchor getting into a nice posse about fourth or fifth. Newspapers caught deep. They were followed by Blame Game back behind them. Reaver's about second last at the moment, and Luciana has dropped out to the rear of the field. So the Newmarket field work off the back, and as they go to the crossing at the 800 metre mark, Little Red Monkey is just in front of Element of Chance. Newspapers worked hard all the way out three wide. Green Anchors tracked it into it. They were followed then on the fence, waiting a run, Miata. They were followed by Gundy Star on a forward move. Mashani Warrior is on the fence. Blame Game off and around them now. Trying to get on its back, then came Reaver, and Luciano is last of all. They come to the 440 metre mark, past Eagle Lodge on the point of the turn. Newspaper goes up to have a crack at Little Red Monkey. Element of Chance is stalking them on their back. Miata's trying to get into the clear. They were followed by Green Anchor. Reaver's coming with down the extreme outside. Blame Game, but at the moment now, Miata hit the front. Element of Chance trying to go with it. Miata and Element of Chance at the moment. Miata's just in front. Element of Chance. Luciano out of the clouds. Luciano got up, I think. Luciano or Miata in a photo. Element of Chance is third, and they were followed then by Mashani Warrior, which flew home. Back behind them, Reaver, Newspaper, and they were followed also out wide by Blame Game, and then came Gundy Star. Back behind them, Little Red Monkey and Green Anchor, the last one in. $41. He's tipped this out of the yard. The Hawk, you're a genius. It might have got up. What a finish. So we'll wait for the numbers. 11, 7, 9, but they're unofficial. Tight finish at the outside. 11. Luciano. Steve Hawkins tipped this in the yard at $41. If you don't mind, Hawk, you are a genius. 11, 7 and 9. 11, 7 and 9. What a run by Luciano and Super Sonia. Super Sonia Wiseman's got up. Miata second. Element of Chance third. And number 2 is fourth. Mashani Warrior. 11, 7, 9 and 2, with number 3 finishing up in fifth spot. A short neck by a half a length. Short neck by half a length. 122.45, is it? 122.45. 11, 7, 9, 2. 11, 7, 9, 2. Luciano and Trevor Rowe and Super Sonia have done it again. One of the features, grinning like a horse eating thistles there is Super Sonia. I think the Hawk's grinning too. $41 if you don't mind. 11, 7, 9, 2. Short neck, a half a length. 122.45, and we will have further details to come to hand very shortly. A local win here, 11 Luciano, a 6-year-old brown gelding by Lonro from Oceano, is raced by A. Current D. Dunlop. trained by Trevor Rowe and ridden by Sonia Wiseman, and was picked out of the yard by Steve Hawkins at $41. If you don't mind, you'll need an armour guard van to take the money home. Short neck by a half a length. Second is 7, Miata. By gee, Tommy and Roy have been stiff. They've run a few seconds this carnival, and this was a terrific run by Miata. 7-year-old brown gelding by Fubu from Camaro. Tom Headley, Janine Cook in partnership with B. McDonald and J. McDonald. J. McDonald, Paul Campbell, M. Roebuck, Miss C.D. Knight, P. Noland and S. Seneca. Stevie Wilson, the rider. Roy Chalemi, the trainer, has gone down again by a short neck. I'd like to know how many seconds he's had over the carnival, Roy and Tom. And number 9, Element of Chance. Manabu Kai, that was a good run from the Fred Whelan stable. The 5-year-old gelding by Red Element from Belsaleel. F.J. Whelan and Lynn Whelan, Fred and Lynn Whelan. Fred the trainer, Manabu Kai the rider. And number 2 was 4th, and that was Mashani Warrior. 11, 7, 9, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is presentation time following the running of one of our features this afternoon. The Babinda Electrics Cairns Newmarket, taken out by Luciano, bringing up a stable double for Trevor Rowe and a riding double for Sonia Wiseman as well. We're joined by Janine Cook from the Cairns Jockey Club Committee, as well as Stephanie here on behalf of the Connections to accept the trophy and hamper, and John Smith from Babinda Electrics to say a few words as well.
Well, firstly, I'd like to congratulate John Picconi and his committee for the way they've presented this event to the people of Cairns. It's a real credit to them. It's been a wonderful carnival, and let's hope we can have another fine carnival next year, and Babinda Electrics will be only too pleased to sponsor the Newmarket again. And I'd like to congratulate Steph and the Connections of the winning horse, and also I'd like to congratulate Sonia Wiseman for a wonderful ride, and Trevor Rowe for the way he's presented the horse. Steph, congratulations.
Thank you. Just a quick thank you to the sponsors for today, and to Trevor Rowe and to Sonia Wiseman for riding the horse as well.
Congratulations again to the Connections of Luciano taking out the Newmarket for 2016, and thank you to Babinda Electrics. And folks, there's one to come. It's our feature this afternoon. The Brothers Cairns Cup is coming up at 4:46.
Right, I see there.
Well, folks, here it is, the countdown to the big one. This is the Brothers Cairns Cup for 2016. Steve, well done first of all. Luciano in the last race. You told us to have something each way there. $41. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was something, Tony, but I mean, you got to have those that keep going at a race day, but it was a nice result. You're only as good as your last tip, so here we go again.
All right, let's have a look at the market. We'll give you all the runners here. Light Enough at $4.60. Rocknet is at $6. Cleansing Ale at $6. Artabai's been a little bit easy out to $6.50. Chateau de Tory at $12. Feisty Bells at $15. Rowena $19. Go by Rio $19. Castle Express at $21. Fields of Tuscany $21. Hot Saga at $26. There's a market mover. That was $51 yesterday. Master Avatars at $26. Alacris at $26.
Well, the big market move was in Cleansing Ale, Tony. There was big odds that it's into $6. So I gave it a genuine chance overnight. I thought Go by Rio and Cleansing Ale, they were the two chances at longer odds for me. I think Go by Rio won like a good horse last time out at Townsville. He gave me the impression today will suit him. Those backmarkers got home there earlier on, so that gives me some sort of hope with him. I think he's got a great chance. I think Cleansing Ale, I think he's been trained for this. His run was very good in the Towns, got beaten 5 lengths by Outrage. I think it'll improve today. Chris Whiteley takes the ride. They're my top two, Tony. Of the rest, I like 3 Light Enough. Now, the problem with Light Enough and Master Avatar, they're going to go very quickly in front. And that being the case, something from the back's going to come home, I think. I'm giving Rocknet a good chance. Mark Smith-Lester, one of the owners here on track today, one of the former jockeys that rode up around here. I think 6, certainly Artabai. Chelsea jockey riding in great form. I give the top one a chance here, Hot Say. They bet 51s. We're happy enough to take that into $26, so I think it's good value too. Playing wide, Tony, 12, 9, 3, 5, 6 and 1. I think the 12 and the 9 will offer you a good chance here at massive odds.
It's one of those races this year, isn't it, that just about anything could win and you wouldn't be surprised at all.
No, I don't think there's any horse in the race that actually can't win, to tell you the truth. I think there's a case for everything there in some way. So if you do fancy one, don't let me talk you out of it. My top 2 are 12 and 9, Tony, at massive odds.
All right, Steve, thanks for your help right through the carnival. Been a great couple of days. Our thanks to President John Piccone, CEO John Cameron, and all of the crew here at Cairns Jockey Club for having us back once again in 2016. One last thing we've got to mention, for anyone that did draw a horse in the Calcutta, or bought a horse more importantly, if you bought first, second, third or last, you can collect your money from bookie Jeff Dowd after the race.
Okay, thank you.
All right, well done. Cairns Cup for Brothers World of Entertainment coming up. Jockeys are up.
It's a big thank you to Tony Clements and Steve Hawkins and Tony Clements in the mounting yard today. Thank you very much, and for yesterday as well. And I think that helicopter ride might be going home if he's got all that money from the $41 winner in the previous Hawko. Might be taking the helicopter back home. Anyway, here we go for the Brothers Cairns Cup. This is the feature event of the carnival, the final day and the final race. $75,000 Brothers Cairns Cup. Jockeys are up and parading in the mounting yard. Get your bets on for the final event of the terrific 2-day carnival. So the Brothers Cairns Cup field coming out: 1 Hot Saga, David Simmons; 2 Castle Express, to be ridden by Graham Cleese; 3 Light Enough, Peter Cullen; 4's out. 5 Rocknet, Nathan Day. 6 Artabai, Chelsea Jockick. 7 Chateau de Tory, Sonia Wiseman. 8 Feisty Bell, Steve Wilson. 9 Cleansing Ale, Chris Whiteley. Number 10 is Rowena, Scott Galloway. 11 Fields of Tuscany, Wanderson de Villa. 12 Go by Rio, Frank Edwards. 13 Master Avatar, Rhiannon Payne. And 14 Alacris, Graham Watson. Brothers Cairns Cup field for 2016 on their way to the barrier. And Alacris is the first to move up. Go by Rio. He's about to move in alongside. 2016 Brothers Cairns Cup Hot Saga. David Simmons on board. Moves up into line. Master Avatar. Rhiannon Payne has gone in. Go by Rio, Alacris, Master Avatar and Hot Saga. All locked away. Rest of these runners are being loaded. Castle Express coming up. Feisty Bell. Rowena, the other 7-year-old mare in the event, follows it up. Chateau de Tory. Moving up to the gates. Chateau de Tory moves in. Cleansing Ale. Goes up. Only got Arta Bay, Light Enough. Fields of Tuscany yet to go up. Rocknet, Light Enough moves in. Arta Bay goes in. And they look to be just about ready here for the Brothers Cairns Cup for 2016. The lights on, they're all set to go. And the gates fly back and they're off and racing in the Brothers Cairns Cup for 2016. And let's have a look who wants to lead. No one anxious at the moment, and it looks as though the little 7-year-old mare Feisty Bell is going to take up the running. Chateau de Tory goes up to its girth to run as they go past the judge with a lap to go. Light Enough's caught wide. Master Avatar is out there too. And down on the inside, Alacris gets a lovely run fourth on the fence. They were followed by Go by Rio, who was following it through. A little bit wider, Arta Bay goes up around the outside of Castle Express, then Fields of Tuscany. Back behind them is Hot Saga, followed by Rowena. Second last, Cleansing Ale, and last of all is Rocknet. So the Cairns Cup field move into the back straight, 1400 out. And Lighten Up has eventually got across and taken up the lead and led by length and a half to 2. Feisty Bell is in second placing, and they were followed by Alacris getting a lovely run third on the fence. Chateau de Tory likewise fourth the outside, and they were followed then by Go by Rio. Master Avatar was next and a little bit wide as Fields of Tuscany. Then came down on the inside Arta Bay. Hot Saga was next, and they were followed by Castle Express. Rowena, Cleansing Ale is second last, and Rocknet is last of all. Off the back they go to the crossing at the 800 metre mark, and the leader still Light Enough. Hasn't been called upon yet, led nice and comfortably a length and a half. Feisty Bell, the 7-year-old mare, is sitting there second up on its outside. Alacris has had a nice run, so too Master Avatar. Then came Chateau de Tory. Then Go by Rio, who's on the fence making ground. Being pushed along Fields of Tuscany as Cleansing Ale takes off from the rear. It's made a whirlwind run around them. Then came Hot Saga. Artaboy's caught in traffic, and to the outside goes Rocknet as they straighten up and set sail for the judge. Little Lighten Up's in front. Trying to pick it up is Alacris. It's got off the fence and running home. Chateau de Tory and Cleansing Ale. Where do you look? It's Lighten Up in front. Chateau de Tory, Super Sonia. She's loomed up. It's a Chateau de Tory in front. Chateau de Tory, Rocknet flying, and Artaboy getting through. Chateau de Tory. Chateau de Tory's won from either Rocknet and Artaboy got through late. Lighten Up was still there, and also also getting through Alacris. They were followed back behind them then by Hot Saga. Go by Rio was there. Then Cleansing Ale, Rowana, followed by Fields of Tuscany. And back in behind them then came Castle Express and Master Avatar. And Feisty Bell has pulled up a long way last. Super Sonia and Terrific Trevor. Chateau de Tory. They'll be drinking this, all right. But a Chateau anything tonight as this is a terrific local victory. Lovely ride by Sonia Wiseman. That's a treble for Trevor Rowe, a treble for Sonia Wiseman, and they've taken the big one. The $75,000 Brothers Cairns Cup. Chateau de Tory, a 6-year-old chestnut gelding by Chateau Astana for Mr. Tory. Peter Rowe, good on you, Pete. N. Johnson and W. Humbler. Sonia Wiseman and Trevor Rowe. Numbers? 7. Rocknet gets second, 5. 6, 14. 7, 5, 6, 14 and 3. 7, 5, 6, 14. Chateau de Tory, Trevor Rowe, Super Sonia Wiseman first. Number 5, Rocknet for Nathan Day and Tony Comerford second. Number 6, Ardabai, poked through late, Chelsea jockey John Manselman. And number 14, Alacris for Graham Watson and Olivia Cairns was fourth. And number 3, Lighten Up, finished fifth. 7, 5, 6, Super Sonia. That's a treble for Trevor Rowe and Sonia Wiseman. And of course topped off by the Brothers Cairns Cup. Number 7, Chateau de Tory. And Peter Rowe, good on you, Pete. He's the owner of this. He'll be tickle pink. Never been over the distance before. I remember Pete saying that he thought it was going to be a stayer and that they would be more confident the further it goes. Here she is, a big round of applause. Super Sonia and Chateau de Tory. Stevie Payne, the strapper. There you go. Strapped the Melbourne Cup winner, and now he's strapped the Cairns Cup winner. What did he say?
Let's grab a quick word with Sonia as she heads back into way out. Cairns Cup winning rider, how's that sound?
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
It's a track record too. Did it feel that quick?
Oh, that horse is quicker than the earth itself.
When did you think you had the race won, Sonia? Just take us quickly through it.
Look, we were travelling up pretty good. I was getting on heels around the corner, had to push my way through. When the gap opened, I just rode hands and heels and he just come over the top of him like a true champion.
Going way out, well done.
Thank you.
Super Sonia, there she is, Bluey. Cairns Cup winning rider 2016 on Chateau de Tory.
Yeah, well done, Tony. Tony Clements in the mounting yard there, getting that bit of a snap. Quick interview with Sonia before she went away, and so well done to grabbing that interview, well done. And this is a real local feeling out here. Helen's in tears. Trevor will be in tears. And they've shown a great effort at first run at the distance for Chateau de Tory. But no worries there. 7, 5, 6 and 14. A half a length, a short half head. And the time? 2:07.28. Thank you. A half a length by a short half head. 2:07.28. I think you said was a track record for the distance. It is. 2:07.66 previous, 2:07.28. So terrific, and a great snap there by grabbing Sonia before she went away in there by Tony Clements. Good on you, Tony. We'll be down to talk to you in a moment. I dare say you're going to have some pretty happy people to chat to in a second when we get the all clear on the numbers 7, 5, 6 and 14. And a local victory, and what a way to finish the two-day Cairns Cup Carnival. Terrific, Trev and Super Sonia. We'll have correct weight or otherwise shortly when they come to hand on race number 8. There we go. It's official. Correct weight on the Brothers Cairns Cup Race 8 at Cairns. Correct weight all clear has been given on the numbers 7, 5, 6 and 14. 7, 5, 6 and 14. Correct weight all clear and okay to pay. And down in the mounting yard, I'm sure we'll have a terrific time because Tony Clements will have some very excited owners, trainers and jockeys to chat to after the Cairns Cup.
Well, a very successful day has been had by all, I'm sure. The Brothers Cairns Cup Day comes to a close, and one last job that we have to do is the presentation of trophies after a very, very popular win by Shadow Tori, bring up the big win today for Sonia Wiseman and the Trevor Rowe stable. We're joined today by Jeff Meisen from Brothers World of Entertainment to help us out with the presentation, as well as Billy Slater, who's here as the Racing Queensland ambassador. But first of all, Janine Cook on behalf of the Cairns Jockey Club Committee.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everyone who's come along today, and a big thank you to our sponsors, our major sponsor, Brothers, and all the other sponsors who came on board, who without which we wouldn't have a successful Cairns Cup. Thank you to the owners, trainers, jockeys, and a big thanks to John Cameron and Shani, who put in a lot of effort to make today such a success. Thank you to Steve and Tony for coming up, and congratulations to the winners of today's Cairns Cup and all the other winners who've had a successful weekend. Thank you for coming along, and on behalf of John Piccone, our president, and the fellow committee members, I'd just like to say we hope you all had a lovely weekend. Thank you.
Thanks, Janine. On behalf of the Rowe Racing Stables, we'd just like to thank Brothers World of Entertainment for sponsoring the race. It's not very often we get to race for prize money like this, so it's a great honour to take out the cup. It's our first cup. It means a lot to the stable. We don't get to see a lot of local stayers win the big races, so for Frankie to come out and win, it's an absolute privilege. Thanks to Sonia for a 10 out of 10 ride. We had a bit of ordinary luck yesterday, but we made up for it today with the 3 winners. To the staff and the team back at the stables, without them we wouldn't be here. We've got a great team. Amanda, our apprentice, she's ridden Frankie a lot of his work. I'd also like to say a big thanks to David Simmons. Simo rode this horse early in his prep, and unfortunately circumstances meant he got off and he had another ride in the Cleveland Bay, and Sonia got back on, and I think that's Sonia's 7th win on him now, so they make a pretty good team. So thank you to Sonia, thanks to Simo and Amanda, and most importantly thanks very much to Dad. He's worked a miracle again. We've gone from 1,300 to 2,100 and got the money, so it's a big win. And yeah, thank you very much to the staff of Cairns Jockey Club, the committee, and a big thanks to the track staff. It's a big day out this week. We had a heap of rain possibly coming. The track raced a bit harder than everyone expected, but we got through the meeting, no injuries. great racing and plenty of track record, so we can't thank them enough either.
Well said, Peter. I'd like to introduce now Jeff Meisen from Brothers World of Entertainment to make the presentation, first of all, to the winning jockey in Sonia Wiseman.
Thanks very much, Tony. On behalf of Brothers Leagues Club, I'm more than happy to be sponsors once again this year. We've had a ball at the Brothers crew. We hope everyone's had a great time. A special thanks again to John Cameron and Shani. They've done a brilliant job picking it up from last year's. And John Piccone as well on behalf of all the committee. They've done a great job. The track's looking brilliant. And the name of Rowe and Sonny, they seem to be getting head-to-head together. So congratulations, darling. Good on you, Trevor. Congratulations, mate.
And we've saved the best to last. Here it is, folks, the Brothers Cairns Cup for 2016. And our Racing Queensland ambassador, Billy Slater, with the honours of handing over the trophy.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. It's an honour to hand over a cup. I know how much it means to win a cup up here in North Queensland. And to Trevor, Sonia, congratulations on your efforts. I know a lot of people work really hard for the stables, and this is obviously a testament to your stable there, Trevor. To all the connections, I'd like to congratulate you. And not every day you win a Cairns Cup, so congratulations, enjoy the night, and here's the trophy. There you go. It's yours. Congratulations, mate.
There we have it, folks. It's been a wonderful weekend. Our thanks once again to Brothers World of Entertainment. We wouldn't be able to do a great weekend like this without wonderful sponsors. It's been a fabulous day here and a very popular win by Shada Datsuri. On behalf of the Cairns Jockey Club, we bid you a safe trip home. Good afternoon.
And that win gave a Super Sonia Wiseman 3 winners for the day. Trevor Rowe the cup and 3 winners for the day for Trevor as well. Nathan Day had 2 winners and Chelsea Jockick also took 2 winners. That wraps up the Cairns Brothers Cup Carnival for 2014. It was a great weekend.